We're live.
Back for another episode
Dude,
of
she got you,
Bodybuilding
bro.
and Business.
It's really good.
Michelle
I'm
has
gonna steal your
come
job.
for my job, and I'm never gonna have it again.
Bye, Pat.
She needs to learn to hold the microphone a little closer to her face, and she might get good at this, dude.
She could. I need to move myself actually.
Yeah, move yourself, dude.
As we started,
Get
I already
adjusted,
Yeah.
man.
Moved myself in the wrong area. Well,
What area?
the wrong area.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I am Pat. You are Greg.
That's us.
We're joined
We're
by
bodybuilding and
We're
business.
bodybuilding and business, and we're joined by some guests today.
Ladies, why don't you introduce yourself?
I'm Rosie.
Michelle.
God, just like Paul.
Yep.
One word, just one word. I'm
Nothing
feel-
about themselves.
No. I feel like my trademark is Rosie.
That's your trademark?
Like I feel like people just see me as Rosie. That's
Okay,
how
but,
I feel.
But for the people who have not yet seen you,
You're Rosie
who
who?
is Rosie?
In depth and to what degree?
Let's go on like a super deep spiritual level.
Okay.
Please don't. Why don't we just do
Well,
like
Mercury's in retrograde.
So I'm Rosie, Pat's partner, and I own a lash extension business called Be Rosie. Hence why I think my brand is Rosie.
There you
Not
go.
Rosie conceited, like Rosie. It's Rosy, as in like happy, peppy, Rosie.
That was good, dude.
That is good.
Yeah, dude, brush that shit off.
Thank you.
All right.
and
Who are you?
who's the other one?
I'm Gregory's better half.
I agree.
I agree too.
That's it.
That's all she's got.
I thought about starting the episode like that. I said we're gonna start today with our better halves, and by the end, see if they really are
Our better
our
halves.
better halves or not.
I just realized I breathed into the microphone.
It's okay. Don't worry about
We
it.
all do.
I think so.
That's all you got?
Mother of three.
Mother of
That's
three.
what I was thinking. First off,
Boss. Bitch.
Head of the household.
Yes, there we go.
we're allowed to swear on here, so you can if you want.
I don't know about head of
Do
the
you swear?
household, but I will agree that you're a boss ass bitch.
Yeah.
Pat swears.
A
No,
bab.
he doesn't.
Pat swears here.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he'll
By
say,
the end of this podcast, my goal is to get Pat to say one bad word.
Michelle, you don't think
Good
people
luck.
in the past
Good luck.
20 whatever
Yeah.
years have tried to get me to say a bad word? You think
21.
Pat, do you want to come back next week for this?
that's a good point. That's a really good point. This is my house. I don't have rights here. I have no rights here. Well, after those spectacular
Moments.
introductions by both of you, I don't know if the best way to go about this is to just jump right into questions or random things for our significant others, or just talk about how they have a role in what we do every day. Because we are bodybuilding and business.
Correct.
Even though Rosie doesn't think our podcast should be bodybuilding and business, and we can,
it should be bodybuilding and besties.
you don't have to look in the
But
camera.
then it would be you and me every
It's
week.
persuasive to
you
the
don't
people.
have to look.
Pat
at
wouldn't be sitting there. It would be you and I.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
Rosie's watched The Office with me a long time because now after she says something witty, she looks right in the camera as if she's on the TV show.
You gotta have personality.
I get it. I like it.
So
Yeah. And then it starts trending bodybuilding and besties.
even though Rosie doesn't believe we are bodybuilding and business, can we
Thanks,
talk about
Rosie.
the role that the two of you play in us being bodybuilders and business?
I'd like Mish to go first because she's been in it longer than me.
Nice. Defer right away.
Go ahead, Big.
First question, defer. Someone else answer.
And Michelle's about to also defer the deferral.
I was distracted. What was the question?
Yeah.
What up, Shades? We're gonna go.
Alessandra's flashing gang symbols at us with her sunglasses on. All right, go ahead.
She's got
Got her nails
stunner
done.
shades on. We're gonna talk about what role you guys have in bodybuilding and business as it pertains to Greg and I being bodybuilding and business, not just the podcast itself.
Not the podcast, but just like, all right, let's start here. What role do you have in the business? What role do you have in my life?
As a spouse of a bodybuilder.
I mean, dealing with, I think him as a whole is a job on its own.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yep.
And next, Rosie.
And we're done with
No,
Greg.
I mean, but besides the gym, I feel like I help you handle everything behind the scenes of the gym, whether it's with members or issues or online business and members and clients, and help you figure out anything that you need to know and help you just
I
run
don't know
it.
if you're being modest or if you're being camera shy, but you are everything on the back end.
Well, that's pretty much what she just described. Was that?
I'm not gonna take
yeah.
She
that.
described it without describing
Yeah.
it. Michelle pretty much takes leadership in all of the back end work that either A, I don't like to do, or B, I don't have time to do. So she's typically the one responding to all of the Instagram messages. She's the one responding
Which
to
is funny
all
because
of-
I don't think people know that. I feel like sometimes I try to respond like I'm you.
The cat's out of the
Yo, what's up,
bag.
big dog?
Sometimes I'll be like, Greg, how would you respond to this so I can like make it seem like I'm
But
you?
and it's not to be fake or anything like that, but it's the fact that like there's people messaging and answering questions all day long while I'm with clients and I can't respond to them,
Right.
you know? So we gave her access to not just obviously she takes over the entire gym's Instagram, but my personal Instagram, which is my training business. She takes over all of that fully because there's people messaging all the time
Yeah.
and I don't have time to respond to them. And one of my things is I like good customer service. I like a quick response. So I told her, hey, listen, if people message and you see it pops up,
You just played with my foot. You just touched my
Me?
foot for a second. Yeah. I don't know
Why are
it
you
made me
playing
laugh.
footsie with Rosie?
It made me laugh for a
Greg.
second. I'm sorry.
it's my height, but
So
I
inappropriate.
like good customer service. I like when I'm inquiring about something that I get a good quick response. So I told Michelle that I wanted her to take over that, and she's done a really good job. She responds to people right away. She lets them know whether
I
it's
tried
membership
to.
questions, training questions, coaching questions. Obviously not coaching as far as my clients,
Like inquiries.
but inquiries
Yeah.
about my coaching plans, whatever, she handles all the emails, all the back end billing for both members, online clients, in-person clients, all of that. So when I get home, other than my clients texting me asking about their workout or a change in their program, I don't really have to do much paperwork end when I get home. It's
Right.
pretty much all that end is done so we can be a family once I walk in these doors, I went a little more in depth for you.
Thank you, Greg.
Yeah.
She's a bloodhound of clerical work.
Yeah. Essentially.
In the
But
best
that's
best
kinda
way
like
possible.
Where me and her go really hand in hand though is like I am not an organized
He's
person.
not organized at all.
I'm a very like go with the flow person. And it's easy for me to do that.
It's easy, but you can't be a go with the flow person when you are handling the type of stuff you're handling with the business.
And now I cannot. But I got so stuck in the habit of doing so. But for years, my business was just training clients, right? So
now
I
it's
got
not.
I got in the habit of
Yeah.
I know it's not like, for instance, Rosie, who your clients may see you every few weeks or every month, right? My clients see me 2 times a week, 3 times a
Right.
week, 4 times a week. So my schedule doesn't change on a day-to-day basis. I know I have these clients, these hours all the time. I don't need to put shit in my phone or anything like that. Like the same people are showing up at the same time every week, no matter what, right? So as soon as we started adding on way more online clients and memberships and things like that, that's where organization and me did not see eye to eye. And I was like, yo, I need help. Otherwise, I'm going to come home and you're not going to see me
Right.
because I'm going to go train for X amount of hours. And then I'm going to go sit there in my office and just literally sit there and try and respond to everybody and organize my next day. So she does that as the kids are napping or whatever, or she'll wake up when I leave for work sometimes and she's in here doing shit
Right.
so that when the kids get up, she could be a mom, whatever, and I come home and we could be together, you
Right.
know? So she holds it down.
Yeah.
Without trying to, we just referenced episode 1 all over again.
Yeah, I don't remember episode
We
last
talked
week.
as you guys
Like,
explained your relationship. It made me start to smile, and that's why I looked at you.
I know. I was like, what are you looking at me like that for?
we literally talked about
he
how
can smile at you however you want because I've been playing footsie with his girl.
Yeah, the least I could do is smile.
Sharing is caring.
We talked about being at. I think we talked about being at weddings and how Michelle
Oh,
and
yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
are so similar, and the two of you are
Mm-hmm.
so similar. And as you started talking about how you are not organized and you are organized,
Yeah.
it made me think of episode 1 all
But
over
I also
again.
feel that you're not very organized and she's really
in
organized.
certain
so
in certain aspects, which we'll get. I think just in general of life,
Okay.
I'm more rigid and structured, and Rosie's like
yeah, you do like
Go with-
structure, but I think you're a little bit more lax in a business sense where her
correct.
she needs
That's
to tackle
that's the one place
every
we,
little note.
we flip flop. I
Flip-flop?
guess Michelle flip flop anonymous. Michelle just answered her side of the question. So Rosie, where do you think your role with bodybuilding in business is, or what your role is?
I don't know. I think I don't know. I think I just try to make your life easier, but like, and push you in your business. But it's still so fresh that like,
You motivate him.
yeah, and maybe nag a little bit, but I think
that's
that's
good.
motivation. Yeah,
Outsider looking in, though,
Nagavation.
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 I like it.
I think that she plays a big role in that sense that she supports everything you do. And
Right.
she wants
Right.
nothing more than for you to succeed, right? So obviously, I talk to you all day, every day. I also see Rosie 5, sometimes 6 days a week, right? So I see a lot of your guys' interaction. I hear from her what she's done to help you and vice versa, you know, and she's in your corner 100% all the time, making sure that even though if she is nagging, it's always for the best, right?
Yeah.
And it comes off as nagging just because you guys operate differently.
Right, and
like her and I operate differently, you know?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, they're both on our ass to make us better.
Right.
Right.
I think to me, it's just I call it nagging because I'm not usually like on someone so often. But
But I'm
Dirty
special.
joke.
But it just shows that.
But I'm special.
But it just shows that you
yeah.
care.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
You're not on them in a bad way. You're like, hey, listen, like, I would do this. It's going to help you be more efficient, and
Yeah.
so on and so forth. Right.
Yeah. So like in that sense, and in the bodybuilding, and when things get hard, I try to make things easier. My mom does our grocery shopping now sometimes. You know, house cleaning.
Okay, so you're going into like even not just
that was more of a-
business wise. You're
that was
going
more of a
into like him
bodybuilder.
as a bodybuilder.
Yeah. I would say like bodybuilding is more where I'm more involved, I guess, in a way, because I just try to make his life easier because I know how important it is to be stress free.
And also, you've been there.
Yes.
You've been through preps multiple times at this point.
Yeah.
And you know how crucial it is to be organized and fluid and just have the least amount of stress possible in your
Right.
day-to-day operations in order to have a successful prep.
Right. Yeah. And like owning a business. I mean, yeah, we went through it at the same time. Like I went out on my own 3 years ago and Pat also did too. But I'm a better person, I would say, like while I'm on prep because I'm very like chill. Pat's gotten better as time
Yo,
has
she
gone
said
on.
you're a bad person.
I was wondering
No,
where she
no,
was,
I
going when she
I
said,
literally
I'm a
had-
better person. I was like, all right, well,
An even better,
Well, let's eat, guys.
an even better
Time to end the
version of
episode.
myself when I'm on prep. I mean to say,
you think that prep brings out the best qualities
yes,
in you?
yes, and you've gotten better about it too.
But I feel like I keep jumping in on your things, but I think that
well, you know us both.
And
Yeah, I was
think
gonna
it's
say,
because, like,
yeah.
I kind of lived through both of your guys' preps, right? And I think it's because you are such a structured person that you love prep in the sense that you love knowing, okay, this is my day, this is what I got to do, this is what I got to eat, and that's it, right? There's no leniency, there's no fluctuation. Like, this is what I have to follow,
no
and my day's done.
variables.
That's it. I got to go to work. I got to do this. I got to do this. I got to do my cardio. I got to eat. Done. You like that. So for you, it's less stress-free because, like he said, there's way less variables. So there's way less to interfere with your day.
Right.
You know?
Agreed.
Yeah, I think from the bodybuilding aspect, bodybuild, I feel more support as a bodybuilder. Like I feel like Rosie would do anything to allow me to do whatever I want as a bodybuilder. Not that you don't support me in the business standpoint.
Oh, yeah.
But I think as a bodybuilder, she definitely just allows me to do whatever I want to do and will help in whatever way she sees fit. I think from the business standpoint, not that you don't understand it, but opposite of like what Michelle has, you have your own business.
Yes.
That you
We're
have
not
to,
involved in
you
each
have-
other's business.
Correct.
Yeah.
you have things that you have to focus
Yeah.
on.
You help hold me accountable more than you help with
The day-to-day
emails and
operation.
Yeah.
back end stuff. Just like I don't really help you with back end stuff to your business.
Right.
I will support you when you need something, but I
Right.
can't help
But
you on a
it's
day
not
to
a
day.
personal thing. It's just that the fact that like
Right,
Michelle
we-
has
right.
the luxury of not having to operate a business from 8 to 12 to 16 hours a day.
Correct.
Granted, she's chasing kids around and doing all that and holding our house in whole. And you guys are here right now. The house is always clean. Like
Right.
she's Wonder Woman, right?
Yes.
Like I'm not saying it's an easy job with the kids, right? Or taking care of the household, having dinner ready, all of that. But there's moments in her day where she can assist with the business when Rosie has to
She got her
take
own
to her
business.
own
Yeah.
business
Right.
all day long and then go home and make sure
Right.
her house is clean and she preps her meals and she showers, gets her day ready for the next day, and you as well. So it's a little bit harder for you guys,
Yeah.
but that doesn't mean that you don't support it.
Oh
No,
yeah,
no,
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 no. It's just a different kind of support.
Yeah,
I think
and
it's
I
more
think-
like, I would say, like emotional, I guess.
I
in a
think this
sense.
past weekend was a perfect example of with you moving
Oh,
your
yeah.
business and it coming time to physically
Did
move.
you say what your business is?
Oh no, it's in Glen Ellen.
What is it?
It's 800 Roosevelt Road.
She says, "What is the
What do you
business?"
do?
Oh, I thought I said that. Oh, lash
Did she?
extensions.
Maybe
yeah.
she did.
I don't think
I
so.
thought
I know
did.
she said my business is Be Rosie. I'm not sure if she
Oh,
said
maybe I
lash
said it really
extensions.
fast. I do talk fast like a
Yeah, you'd
typical
be a good
Mexican
rapper.
person.
About
Yeah.
what?
A good rapper.
Like Busta Rhymes
Yeah,
or
yeah.
Twista.
I got you.
You know
Although-
those people?
I know that.
Mexican rhymes.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Chicano rhymes.
a lash business.
Yes.
And you can plug your address. Go ahead.
Oh, I own Be Rosie, which is a lash extension service. Not just lash extensions, but lashes and brow services. I'm located in Glen Ellen, 800 Roosevelt Road, Building D, Unit 110.
Yo,
I
hit him with that gram, dude. What's your gram?
Oh, Be Rosie _lashes.
Boom.
ROSY.
Yeah.
Back
'Cause
to
you're
the
like
wild.
happy.
R-O-S-I-E.
Yes, as in happy.
Drink that
And
wine, dude. Talk about happy.
yeah, drink some wine.
Chug a lug. I'll race you.
Rosie just moved this weekend, and a perfect example is Rosie physically isn't going to be able to move an entire place by herself.
Did you
So
help her?
I did. That was my support, right?
Yeah.
I didn't help set up.
Not only was this your support though, but it was kind of like you were obligated.
Well,
I
yeah,
mean,
but
yes, I
but I
think-
could have been like, I have my own business to run. I don't have time.
You could have been like, hey, I got to go help cook at Band Preps.
And
Yeah.
I would have been like, no, Pat, you gotta go help Rosie.
But that was again the point of what it was when the support was needed. I went and helped with the
Right.
support, and just like if I was doing something with my business where Rosie needed to be,
Right.
A couple of the shows last year where I had a couple of clients in, or I had posing clients, or Rosie came to help support that day of the show
Right.
in case I needed something. It's not an everyday thing. I'm not sitting down and helping her with books, nor is she sitting down and helping me with books or marketing ideas, which we do at time to time bounce ideas off of one another. But on a daily basis, we're not as hands-on. But when it comes time and it's needed to be, we are.
Right.
Yeah.
You're much more hands-on from me as a bodybuilder than me and my business, and vice versa back to you, in my opinion.
Right.
Do I make bodybuilding easier for you?
I don't know. Yes.
Maybe. I don't know. I'm asking you.
Well, I think.
That's a
You-
no,
you
ladies
don't-
and gentlemen.
But you don't. You don't. I was
Anytime
gonna say
you
you
ask your
don't.
significant other something
you
and they
don't-
have to
you don't-
hesitate that long.
I was gonna say you don't. You
Next
don't,
question,
he doesn't.
please.
You don't get in my way though. But like, I'm pretty. But I think my issue is, and I think it's very obvious. Like, I'm very independent.
you.
I'm like
Yeah.
severely, not severely, but
100%
I'm a very like strong person, and it's really hard for me to ask for help in the first place. So.
Weird about this.
That's why it's bodybuilding and besties.
So this is my co-host Rosie with a Y.
Pat,
Yes.
you just got the boot, Pat.
Yep, I lost it.
You're
But-
input 3 now.
I just jumped from 1 to 3.
But yeah,
so no,
so-
I
no,
don't
you
get in
don't-
your
no,
way,
but
but
you
I
don't
don't
make-
support you. I don't make it easier.
But I feel like
I'm not
I feel
offended.
like not making it easier isn't
That doesn't
like
mean
a-
you don't support her.
Yeah,
No,
that- yeah, I
I'm
was
not
gonna
saying.
say,
I'm not
yeah.
saying I didn't. I'm just clarifying what you said. Is that
You
I
support
don't-
me in the way that like how do I say it? Like to
He'll
set
cook your
boundaries.
rice.
Yes. That too. He's very particular about his rice, so he makes it for all of us now.
It does look really good when you bring it here.
thank you.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
It does.
I mean, I made rice a couple days ago. It's kind of watery. I'll admit that. I thought I did it right, but maybe I didn't.
Rice
Yo,
cooker-
you've been
rice
trying to
cookers-
figure this rice cooker out for a long
Rice
time.
is really
now.
hard to make.
cookers are
That.
We don't
so
make
hard.
rice like that, though. We make it in a pan.
Who?
Like the way I was raised.
Mexicans?
Yes. I mean, not maybe
How
not
do you know
every
what?
Mexican, but
I wanted her to say.
I didn't. No, I'm trying not. I'm
She said,
not.
we don't make rice
Is this
that
a
way.
race thing?
I'm trying not to make it a race thing.
Italian rice
How
is
about me and
better.
my
No, I
mom?
make it in a pan too.
That's how I was raised
See?
making rice too, but now I have a rice cooker.
Yeah, but I've never had to use a rice cooker ever.
Yeah, I don't know
Yeah.
how to
It's
use
so
that.
easy.
Listen, I'm
Anywho-
gonna be honest with you guys.
Greg doesn't cook.
If we're going,
Yeah,
rice,
this
I
is
can-
the debate.
You know I can fucking
Sometimes.
cook. Don't
no,
start
you
that
could
shit.
cook. You could cook, but you don't cook. Besides pizza.
Thank you. All right, so Mexicans.
Yes.
All right. It's a different kind of rice.
And I think that's,
All right?
I mean, yeah.
Italians, different kind of rice. We're making risotto or we're putting in arancini or something like that, right?
Yeah.
A rice cooker, that's the way the Asians do it. And they have the best fucking rice.
I like my
fair.
mom's rice though,
But again, that's a different rice than you're eating with your chicken right
yeah,
now, you
right,
know?
right. And
You're not making like a Mexican rice. You're not
no,
making
no,
like
no. But the way we would still do rice is in a pan.
On the stovetop, yeah.
Yeah, maybe we wouldn't add the oil and the salt.
But that's what
and
I'm
the-
saying, though. You guys are
and the
using
onion.
when doing that, whether Italian, Mexican, whatever. You
Yeah.
guys are doing it with oils or butters and
Right,
things like
but
that.
I would
with
still-
a rice cooker, you don't need to do that.
Right.
And it's not going to burn. It's not going to stick to the side. It's going to come out.
As long as you do it.
No, but you could still do it in a pan without the oil.
Yeah, I don't use oil.
Yeah.
I've never done it in a pan without oils.
Well,
Maybe that's why you're.
yeah, I was gonna say that sounds like a personal problem.
Regardless. So why was yours watery, Miss Know-It-All?
No, the rice cooker.
Don't blame the rice cooker.
No, I
Don't blame
said
the
I don't know
machine.
how
So
to
why
use
weren't you
I
cooking it
don't-
in the pan?
because Pat won't eat it from the pan.
Oh, you bougie bitch! You won't
I
eat
have a
rice from a
standard.
pan?
You've watched me eat for how long? Is it always? It's the same thing. You think I'm just gonna mix my rice up every couple of weeks?
Does it really matter how it's cooked? The
Yes.
rice is rice. I think.
Yeah. know, but I'm just
he's-
particular.
He just knowing that it's different, it's gonna taste
I don't
different.
know. I
He
think you
just
need to
has
buy a
like
rice
that
cooker.
mentality.
It's so easy, Mish. You'll save hours.
Rice only takes minutes.
Yeah, I was
Or,
gonna say,
or
like-
guys,
Hours.
$6 per pound BAM preps. We'll have your
Plug.
jasmine rice ready
And
for
you
you.
never have to
any
cook
way,
rice
shape,
again.
or form, and you won't have to cook rice. You
And
get a nice
it's
tray
delicious.
What a good
And it's
resolution that we
beautiful.
just came to.
And you know what? You could also get your vegetables as well by the
You
pound.
can
I
get
love
it by the
veggies.
pound. You can get your
Yes.
protein by the pound. Whatever, we got it.
Bam preps.
You want it, we got it.
How about pizza?
at BAM Preps and Friday cheat meals coming through.
Coming soon.
I like this commercial.
week.
This is really
This
nice.
week.
Coming soon
I
this
like
week.
it.
Well, they'll
You
hear
guys,
this the
yeah.
week later.
It'll
but
be out
here this
already.
week.
Give
Yeah.
us the feedback on how it's been the past 2
Yeah.
weeks.
Hey, salud, dude. You're gonna drink without me? Fuck,
Please
I've been waiting.
don't hit the
Greg,
printer
this
like
is
that.
not my first sip of wine.
Yeah, not mine either. Let me tell you.
Be careful with the printer, please. That's a valuable thing.
Don't worry about that, dude. I got a new brother one coming.
A new brother.
Scanner, faxer, you got it. Don't tell Big Mitch.
Wow.
All right.
Okay, but full
Brian?
circle.
Had
You
to. BAM Preps.
you know how to like
Does it do
settle
photo-
me
headshots?
down during prep. Because I'm normally going 100 miles an hour and you tell me what's not so important in clarity. Does that make sense? Because then I'm like, oh, I have to go see my mom. I have to go see your parents. I have to go see my friend. I have to go do this. I have to go babysit this person. Like,
So you guys are a good
he's-
balance.
Yes. Because I'm always
But-
100 and he's
But
like,
that's Rosie even out of prep.
Right.
Yeah.
yes, but in prep, it's I shouldn't be doing that.
Every day I see Rosie and she's like, oh, like I just, I got so much going on. I got this, I got that, I got this, I got that. And she's great though. Like she balances it somehow, but it's still, I'm like, dude, you just need to chill,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Then every weekend, hey Rosie, what do you do? Well, I'm off this day, but I'm gonna go do, and like just throws off this list of
But
things.
that's like a normal thing, I think, unless it's like a normal female thing. Because
Maybe,
normal
yeah, I was going to
female.
say,
Maybe it's a
yeah.
female thing.
But
Like
Pat,
if you didn't plan shit for our weekend, and I was like, oh my god, like I'm caught up on emails. I got nothing to do. It's Sunday.
you wouldn't leave the couch.
I would fucking put my feet up, turn on the fucking Sopranos, and just chill.
But I mean, you got
Sit
like
in
shit to
front of
do
the
though. So you
tube.
need like your like
No,
to-do
I just said
list.
all my shit's done. So I'm gonna be like, hey, I don't want to see
All your
anybody.
shit.
I don't want to visit anybody. Send me a text. I'll tell you how I'm doing. I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna fucking chill.
And that's how I am too. I think Rosie feels obligated to make certain trips every week, where in my head I don't need to do
It's
those
definitely
things.
a male versus female thing.
But the people in my life at this point who are still a part of my life
Yeah.
are going to be in part of my life for the rest of my life. I'm at that point in my life where
Yeah.
I've disconnected to the people that
You're not building
I
any
don't-
new relationship that you need to impress
you know?
anybody. It's
So
already
to
it's
me,
already
I
settled.
don't need to see you every weekend. We don't need to talk every day. But if we're on that level, I'll be there when you need me. And again, I still want to see everybody now and then, but we have such busy lives, all four of us.
Yeah.
And there's so much going on, and we got kids. You guys got multiple businesses to juggle. Now you're juggling both your families. Like, there's a lot. Sometimes you need time just to yourself. I tell
Right.
everyone you need time for your significant other. You need time for your family. You need time for your friends. But you also need time for yourself. And if you don't have time for yourself, you ain't shit. You know what I mean? You're
Right.
eventually going to break, right? So it's like, to me, juggling and going and making everybody else happy sometimes isn't the important thing to do, and it's actually going to work against you in the long term, you know?
Right.
For sure.
Like sometimes you need just to be like, you need to be able to say no. Hey, I'm not going to go to that dinner. I'm not going to go here. Like you need just your time to fucking breathe. And that's where like me and her differ. Like she was like, no, like we got to do this. They want to do this. They want to do that. Want to do that. And I'm like, even if she doesn't want to, she says we have to. And I'm like, no. It's okay to say no to people.
This goes right back to what you just said about the people in your life are there for good. In my mind, like, yeah, there's a family dinner and we probably should be there, right? And if it's
and
time,
we're both all about family, all
yes,
four of us.
Very family.
I'm not saying like if her parents or my parents want us to come over, I'm going to do that. But I'm
Right.
saying like the random dinners or hey, we just met up with these people the last 2 weekends in a row. Like we don't need to see them again. You know,
Right.
like there's a time where it's okay if you make plans with close friends or family that you haven't seen for 3 months. Different story. You fucking make that happen.
No,
right?
I more meant like you just said.
But if it's someone on the regular,
We're not trying to impress anybody, and if it's time
Sit your
and
ass at home,
you
dude.
need that
pour a glass of vin, dude.
the personal time, like it's time for it. You need that personal time
Yeah.
now. Then I have no problem being like, yeah, we're not coming. We're gonna skip.
Yeah.
We're gonna skip this one. Where Rose is like, what?
No,
We
and
should
I
probably go
appreciate
still.
that of him because I have a people pleaser personality.
You are a people pleaser, and Michelle's the same way, and I'm the same way to an extent.
Right, no,
but
and-
I used to be just like you and just like her, and I said yes to everybody.
Right.
And now, like, I'll look at Michelle, I'm like, I don't want to fucking do it. We're not
Yeah,
going
you
this
guys
weekend.
have learned to like set
Yeah.
up boundaries.
You have to.
Yeah.
I think kids made it easier for me.
Oh, for sure.
You know,
because
it's
you
kind
want
of
to
like,
spend time with
it's
your
like,
kids.
hey,
yeah.
listen, like we're at work all the time. I'm doing this all the time. Then we're going to her parents, my parents. It's like if we finally have like a Sunday, which is like my only real free day. If we finally have a Sunday where we don't have an obligation, and someone's like, hey, let's come do this.
No.
I want to hang out with my kids.
Yeah.
You know, and granted, yes, I understand. I create my own schedule now. I'm home a little bit earlier than I used to be. But by the time I get home, take a shower, we make dinner,
Bedtime.
we feed them, we give them baths. It's time for bed. I'm really
Yeah.
only with them for like an hour, even
Yeah.
though I've cut my hours down drastically. They go to bed at 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
I
you know?
hate that argument. You own your own business. You make your own hours. That's not
Fuck
how
you, buddy.
that's not
Yeah.
how it works.
But
And that's someone who doesn't have a business.
even that
Right.
last
Right.
night I came upstairs, she was asleep. I was down here, I was in here, we put the kids down. I came back down at 8 o'clock and I was in here for 2 hours answering emails. I came upstairs and Michelle was asleep. Granted, I'm sure she got up 8 times with Aviana, right? But she was asleep when I came upstairs.
Right.
You know? So it's like we don't have all of that time, you know? So when we really do have a free day,
Yeah.
I want to spend it with us.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know? Like I don't want to go somewhere. Like
I love the days that Rosie and I get to spend together.
And your little
should.
doggies.
The
Yes.
The
That's the best part.
what,
Okay.
what show was that last
Puppy
year?
bat.
right.
One of the bodybuilding shows where we both took off, but it had been so long since Rosie and I had had a day together that instead of going to the show, I didn't have any clients in the show. I wasn't skipping out on any of my
That was
clients.
the November show.
yeah.
So the Gladiator. I didn't
Yeah.
have any clients in the show. I wasn't skipping out on anybody. But I was going to go to support you, support your clients, people from the gym
No.
who were doing the show.
No.
Yeah, because
Yes,
you
it
were
was
having the
because
baby.
yeah, the baby was supposed to be
It was
born.
November.
Yeah.
You were having the baby.
I'm in labor
Oh,
the next
I
day.
was-
I thought it was the December show.
I told you I was ready to go if you had to go to the hospital. And you said, no, baby, I'm going. So we took the day and then
Yeah.
spent.
Sacrifice for you and your relationship. Good job. Sacrifice for me. My wife could have popped at any point.
Talk
I was
about
like,
me.
I'm gonna be there for my
kept that
clients.
baby in for you to be at that show.
Big Meech, I told him.
She was like meditating the whole
I
time.
told him every day that week, hey, I'll be there. You don't need to
No,
be there.
he did tell me
Hey,
that. I know. He did tell me that.
See?
But I held it in.
And what did
I
say?
kept that baby up
hey,
there.
clients, listen up. What did I say, Pat?
No way.
I said, no way. I'm gonna fucking be there.
Refer to last week's podcast where
I'm not fucking leaving.
I asked Greg 100 times if he needs help, and he says no until
Yeah.
it's just, and I just have to linger around and wait until the last minute. And at this time, the last minute, he actually didn't need my help, so I took a day with my girlfriend and spent the time and doing
That's
our
nice.
own thing.
You need that.
but you
sometimes.
need that.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Big,
Listen,
We're all about
I think
date
we're
nights.
I think we're
and day
all
dates.
in agreement. Like we're all about balance, right? You have to find a balance, or shit just doesn't work. Whether it's your relationship, your family, your business, there has to be a balance. There has to be a common.
You'll go
ground.
crazy if there's not.
Yeah,
absolutely. We touched on personal time.
we touched feet a little bit ago.
You touched feet.
Yes.
We all touched on personal time because, like, family time, personal time.
Yeah.
significant
this is
other,
leading into sex. Go ahead.
Significant other time.
Personal time.
It
Go ahead.
wasn't.
Oh.
But I was gonna ask Big Meech with 3 little girls.
How did we? What position was it?
No.
Oh. Tell
Personal
Next.
time.
Next.
Next question. No, like we.
I
okay,
think
maybe-
he's trying to ask like what are
I
is
know
her
that
own personal time.
I know that I can go. I go play soccer every Sunday, which is
Mm-hmm.
still with an obligation I have to people. But I know where you wanted me to go, and I didn't go there.
Are you about to ask her what she does for her personal
I know.
time?
I was
Yes.
gonna say.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I know.
Ask
Ready?
her, ask her.
Ready?
Get ready for this.
I've been setting up
Hey,
for this the whole time.
Rosie, take notes.
Okay.
What do you,
Okay.
what do you do for your personal time, Michelle?
That's a tough question because it's a tough answer.
What are you really good at?
It's a hard season of my life having 3 kids and a newborn. So I don't really have much time outside of this house. So inside of this house, the time that I have for myself is to clean my house, and I thoroughly enjoy it. I love
That's
cleaning
her
my house.
passion.
I love cleaning my house. I love walking on clean floors. I love smelling how clean my house is. If I go to bed, that's the best night's sleep is when my house is clean. I told Greg the other day.
That's the life of a mom.
She's
guys.
It is.
dreaming
Oh,
of
trust me, I
pine
love coming
sol.
But I
home to, like-
truly enjoy it. Like
Yeah.
I enjoy cleaning. I like
So
clean stuff.
our kids. You were finally talking, so I shouldn't shut up.
Yeah,
All right, I
what
should
the,
just shut
what the
up.
heck,
Go ahead.
dude?
No, I'm good.
Our kids slept at her mom's house the other day, right?
Yeah.
So we had the baby still.
But I had them sleep there
Listen to this.
so I could
Oh.
clean my house.
Right.
And
So
like deep
I
clean
didn't
it.
know that, right? I didn't know that.
It was like date night.
She's like,
No.
yeah,
Getting all
she's
the
like,
stuff
she's like,
ready.
the girls are sleeping over, by my mom, blah, 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 whatever, It's like, I'm thinking, like, for some reason, I thought they were doing something with her nieces, right? So I'm like, oh, okay, cool, whatever. I go to work, whatever. I come home. We planned dinner. We had the baby, whatever. And I was like, all right, like, what's the plan, whatever. So, well, I'm going to clean. I'm like, what? She goes, that's why I had the kids sleep there. She's like,
There's a
"Ow."
different type of clean. There's a clean your house when your kids are there and you're just.
Which she
Right.
does
Right.
every day.
I do
Yes.
because that's just
Part of
it's
your
like,
part
that's
of your
when-
regimen
I literally-
is that
it is.
every day.
I literally looked at her. I'm like, "Are you fucking nuts?"
But no, the other day
we
that I deep
finally
cleaned.
have an entire 24 hours with just us.
Greg
Yes.
turns around and she's putting those big yellow
I did
gloves on.
have.
She's like,
Dude, I woke up on Saturday
Dude,
and I
she
had
was
a
fucking
bucket
scrubbing
of
up
my
blood.
chemicals and my gloves and my sponges and my.
I believe it.
Yeah.
But
And she
that's-
gave me a sponge bath.
And I gave him a sponge. But that's what I do. It's hard. It's hard to go somewhere when you have kids or a newborn. So that's what I do for my time. Occasionally, I'll go get my nails done.
Okay.
That's like when I really need them done.
She needs it done all the time. I just fucking say, go. Go.
What about you?
What do I do in my free time?
Yeah.
I'm very
I have
bad.
one in my head already that I think.
I'm very bad with my free time. Ask Michelle. I feel guilty. And as much as I love being home and I love being a dad, and I mean that, like, I'll say that to the death of me, right? I still feel guilty being home because for years and years and years, I've been wired to just work, So, like, I'm not used to not working a 16 to 18 hour day. So when I'm home and it's 4 or 5 o'clock, ask her. I'm constantly refreshing my phone. I'm checking the cameras. I'm refreshing my emails. I'm like,
Even the other day when you were home, you felt so bad that you weren't home or weren't at work.
Yeah,
And I
it's-
literally have to look at him and I'm just like, Greg.
it's
fine.
It's bad.
It's fine.
And it's not even like because I don't want to be home, because I genuinely love being home. But it's almost like an uneasy, like, anxiety feeling because I'm still not adjusted to that. I feel like, hey, I'm
take
healthy. I'm young. I should be at work doing more. Like, I feel like
I'm a male. I'm
And-
physically capable.
yeah, like
I get it.
that's it. Like, like I feel like I should be doing fucking, hey, and granted, we've talked about this in our own time and other podcasts. I've worked the last 16 years to get to the point where, hey, I wanted to set myself up so that when I did have kids, I could back off a little bit, but it doesn't feel right. Even though part of me feels great because I always said when I was younger, I started working at 11 so I could see my dad, right? Because he was all weekend long, he was at the pizzeria. All night, he was at the pizzeria. So in order for me to see him, it was, hey, 11 years old, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I'm going to go be in with him all day at the pizzeria, right? So like I always said when I'm older, like I want to be around my kids more. I want to be able to pick them up from school. I want to do all that, and I'm going to do whatever the fuck I have to do to put me in that position. But now that I am in that position and I worked to get there,
Feels wrong.
it feels wrong because for the last 16 years, I was wired differently.
Right.
It was work until your eyes literally force themselves fucking shut, you know?
Right.
Now I have to force my eyes shut, you know? So it's hard, but free time, it's more like I feel guilty even though I shouldn't. But I guess
your
my
guilty
free
pleasure?
time, my guilty pleasure is if it's not hanging out with my wife and kids and going to
just
dinners
you.
because I love food. My guilty pleasure is fucking dough, dude.
I was gonna say,
And I'm not talking money, which is also a guilty pleasure, but it's literally
Wait, what were you gonna say?
pizza and cigars.
Yeah.
pizza.
Those are
and cigars.
those are my two. I was like, either you're sitting on your
Outside, yeah.
outside,
The
or in
weather
your
getting
garage
so nice,
and-
all I can think about is cigars and
Yep.
outside in my oven and cooking, you know. But as you guys have seen on Instagram, I'm sure it's making pizzas. Like that's like nostalgia for me. Like I literally just turn on music or a podcast and I make different doughs and I try different recipes. And to me, like that's my piece. I fucking love it. And obviously summertime, like I can't wait to take walks with her and the girls
Yeah.
and the dogs and smoke a cigar. And yes, I smoke cigars in front of my kids. Fucking sue me. I don't give a shit. But like
we got him.
that's my free time. I love food. I love peace. I love family. I love good wine. I love good cigars. Like that's my like free time.
I
But
just got an idea.
what?
It's not for the podcast.
All right, dude.
We'll talk about it later.
All right, man. If it's kinky, dude,
Of course.
make it for the podcast. Yo, what's up, little girl?
Chunkmaster Flex.
I don't think the camera can see her. Yeah, you look pretty. Your nails look good too.
I see some yellow residue around the lips right there. A little bit of peep action.
That's more candy.
Yeah, she's
Yep.
eating food.
Rosie,
I like to be with you and the dogs. That's what I do in my spare time.
Liar.
Oh, like this? Was I
You
not?
said
I
liar.
said liar, not louder.
Oh, liar. I thought you
No.
said louder. And I was like,
I knew
oh.
what your answer was going to
She
be.
wanted to say I love being with my dogs, but she threw
Yeah,
Pat
she
You
at
had
her.
to throw
me
Pat in there.
Rosie has a stroller for one of our dogs. Rosie loves going on walks with our dogs.
You have a
and
stroller
it's-
for your dog?
Yeah, for Puka. He doesn't like to like walk away from home. So
He's spoiled. He could walk anywhere. She just doesn't like to let him do it. Or she doesn't like to make him do it.
you told me you pulled him. Okay, that sounds worse. You told me you forced
Yes,
him the
you-
whole time last time.
You have to get him going, otherwise he won't want to
You know
go.
what?
Little
He's-
motivation.
Yeah,
you know?
I mean he's 14. You know, when I'm close to my
yeah.
hundreds, I want to be put in the stroller and go for a walk too. You know,
Me too.
right?
So Pat sent me a Snapchat the other week, right?
Yeah.
And I told him I didn't want to offend you.
Okay.
The first thing that came to mind
Was
was like these little old ladies that I see pushing their dogs. But it's not because their dogs can't walk. It's because the ladies can't get pulled by their 10-pound
right,
dog.
right.
So I thought it was funny, but I totally respect and appreciate that you still want to get him outside and move him around, and he
Oh,
can't
yeah.
walk that well on his own anymore
Right.
at his age. So I respect the fuck out of it because I would do the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, my dogs come first, and then Pat,
Yeah,
and then myself.
It's
Yeah, that's Rosie's weird hierarchy.
it's
dog, me,
my
her.
Right, they're like-
kids, my dog Michelle. I'm joking.
They're
Dude,
like
everyone
they're
listening
like
to this
kissing.
pretty
They're
much
like
knows me,
kissing.
and they know that I only talk highly of you. I give
Right.
you the credit all the fucking
Yes,
time.
yes, he does.
I tell everyone countless. You could ask Pat. I talk
Craig,
only
I
good
believe
about
you.
you. I wouldn't be able to do what I do without you.
I agree.
Oh.
I agree with that.
But it's still like my
I know.
dogs.
they're
I
like
know.
they're
my
like
dogs
I tell
age
Greg all the
depending on the
time.
day. Because listen, dogs are always fucking happy to see you.
yes.
I walk in sometimes Alessandra's like, hey, what's up, dude? Like, whatever. The dogs are always fucking happy.
Right.
You know?
Except if they're not your dogs.
Yeah, that's true.
True.
Fuck everyone else.
We-
I like
And
that
just to
stuff.
say, we're
We
bodybuilding and besties club here.
We understand this really well
Yeah.
because the dogs love the two of you. Actually, your dogs love me more than my dogs love me.
That's
And your-
not
my
true.
dogs probably love you more than they love
You,
me.
you know what, though? It might be true. Because
With
in
De
your,
Niro?
in your household,
Yeah.
your dogs have been around you so many more years than they've been
Oh,
around
for
him.
sure.
So when you're around, he don't matter. Pat he's seen my dogs since they were puppies, so they've known him. They know me
point.
better, obviously,
Yeah.
but
Right.
they've known him
Good
just
point.
as long
Yeah,
as
good
they've known
point.
me.
Lay in the crate with De Niro when you first got him, which is
Yeah.
why when people are always like, "Why doesn't he bark at you?" Well, it's because
He knows you.
He knows me. I've been there
Right.
since he was.
They rub balls together, dude.
Yeah. That's the best way to get to know one another.
They
And
use a spoon face to face.
I walk into my own house, and dogs don't even get
They're
up.
not phased.
Don't even
I'll
get
be
up.
on the phone with him, and he'll like call the dogs. I'm like, nope, nothing today.
I'll walk in the house. I'll walk in the house and be like, "I'm home," and like as if they're gonna come running. Nothing. No, they don't care. They're still asleep. They don't care. Rosie opens the garage door and they
hear
go
her.
sprinting. I have to open the garage door, close the garage door, lock my car. All the sounds that you would think
They
a
still give no
dog would.
fucks.
They don't care. Like that's not my mom's
That's
home.
loyalty.
They just know.
Yeah.
They know when it's her.
And that's why I love dogs, though. It's just pure loyalty.
That's what I mean. Like,
Pure love.
yeah,
Yeah.
pure love. Yeah.
Loyalty is love to an
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. I agree.
Hey,
What's up?
I wanted to hear your end. I don't know why I thought of this again, but we were talking about like supporting each other,
Dude.
as bodybuilders, stuff like that.
Your elbow's just so huge.
Yeah, I'm getting pretty massive. Actually, I'm losing a lot of weight. But anyways, so we were talking about them supporting each other as bodybuilder.
I was gonna go there with this.
Are you going to ask me how I support you as a bodybuilder?
Is that where you're
I was
going?
gonna say you guys.
Ex-bodybuilder,
You were
I
supposed to go
guess.
through like the list of questions. I guess.
Or
Yeah.
current bodybuilder.
I mean, I think as an ex-bodybuilder, you really tested me at that point of our lives. You really did.
She did not like it, dude.
No, he was mean. He was really mean. And I just sat there and I took it.
Can you elaborate a little bit?
I
No,
mean,
they think I
nope,
abused you.
honestly
That's
don't
it.
want to
I
because
just sat there and took it.
I hated that time
That's how
of
we made
our
3 kids.
I hated that time of our relationship. You were very mean, but I get it. But that's why I
Okay.
have a hard time accepting the fact of you wanting to do another show because it brings me back to that time of when you were so irritable
PTSD.
Yeah.
that I literally
I
Didn't
want you-
even want to see
I
you.
want you to keep explaining, but can I?
But yeah,
can
he
can
doesn't. He doesn't. He wants people to not know. Like,
No,
no, it's not a bad thing. I think it
Can
differs
I
by
give a
person.
different example though?
Yes, I know what you're gonna say.
Hold on.
Okay.
So when Rosie and Pat,
Yeah.
they're prepping at different times, right?
yeah.
Okay.
And again, it was I agree. It was my choice to bodybuild, my choice to compete, whatever. But for example, when Pat, and even though I make fun of them for this, when Pat is prepping and Rosie is prepping, they won't have bad meals in front of each other because they respect
Right, and I
that.
know you're talking about Portillo's. I know.
Michelle would be sitting there eating Portillo's in front of me, eating Cheez-Its in front of me, and I'm fucking 2 weeks out, fucking face caved in, starving,
right here.
literally excited for the next fucking meal just to fucking have some cucumbers in it, right? And like she's sitting there watching a movie and shit, and I smell the cheese on her breath, and I'm like, you fucking
Not
bitch.
anymore though.
No, not anymore.
No.
But now we're both dieting together, but it's not for a show, so it's not as hardcore, right? Like
yeah.
I have a little bit more flexibility right now. Granted, I have less carbs than most people doing a lot of shows right now, but we still have our free meals on the weekends. This weekend we had multiple, you know what I mean? But throughout the week everything's measured, weighed, whatever, right? But in a prep scenario, you're not bodybuilding. And I respect that. So I didn't say shit to her. I didn't tell her, like, hey, you can't eat that.
But it
fucking
made you
killed me,
irritated.
and it made
Yeah.
me irritable.
He was so mean.
It made me irritable. And I didn't realize I was
yeah.
being mean because I wasn't directly
But not only in times
talking
like that,
shit to
though.
her. It was just like my mood would just change.
You were just sassy.
Yeah. Sassy pants.
That's what I call
No,
it.
but I think I understand
Yeah.
it now. But maybe it's because we've grown up and I understand it a little bit better now.
And you've seen so much more throughout the years, just the process and the people and just
Yeah, because
what-
that was
what
technically your
prep
first
is.
exposure to it.
And I mean,
that
yours
was the beginning of our
too.
relationship.
And that was your first show, so it's like you didn't really know how to mentally prepare yourself. I think.
I took myself through preps before without getting on stage at that point, but I never did it with a significant other. You know, so like when you're hanging out by yourself at night, it's a little bit easier
Yeah.
opposed to hanging out with somebody else who's not living that same
Right.
lifestyle. And
Somebody else who needs to eat. who
yeah,
needs
when
to go-
you're sitting by yourself and you're just watching TV until you fall asleep,
Right.
Yeah.
it's easy. You don't really have as much temptation.
Right.
When at that point, I was running the pizzeria. I was training. Then I would go to the pizzeria.
And you were also
that was
constantly
hard, which
around.
made me irritable because I was
Yeah.
smelling that food all day, right?
Knowing you
not all
couldn't
day,
have
but
it.
all night because I would train then go there. But then I would come home, and whether I brought her something because she asked for it,
Right.
or whatever the situation was, she ate something there, we picked something up for her, whatever it was. I
Makes
wasn't
me sound like
sitting-
I'm so fat with what I want to eat.
Relax. If they know you're not fat, they can
She
fucking
just
see
has
you.
a healthy diet,
Although
a
my
healthy
camera does add
appetite.
Oh my
10 pounds.
God. What'd you
But
say?
nothing. So
Yeah, I didn't hear it either.
you'll have to watch the
I heard
episode.
it.
Dang.
You'll have to actually watch the episode, okay?
Yeah, the whole thing.
Are you talking about the last one? I told you it stopped halfway
Wow.
on Apple Play. I told him that.
That one was about you.
I was like, the one
know.
about me?
That whole
Ironically,
episode
that's
was about
really
you.
rude.
She's like,
no,
fuck
it's
that
not.
Greg
It's
guy.
not rude.
I know I'm going to come to your house and do the podcast with you, but I'm not going to listen to the one about yourself.
That's not my fault. That's like a technical error. I tried to like watch it a million
You
times.
could have watched it on YouTube or Spotify
Or heard
after
it.
it stopped working.
I synced it. Anyways,
Rosie,
I'll talk shit to you later. But regardless, it was different. Just like the fact that like coming home and not being by yourself and being with someone else who you knew that it wasn't my right to tell her you can't eat those things.
Right.
It was my choice to do it. you
Right,
know?
yeah.
So that just made me irritable, even though I let her do her thing. It just put me in a bad mood, and that was just me being weak.
Yeah, and that's you in the beginning, right?
Yeah.
You were like you guys were babies then too, so
Literally.
Yeah.
yeah, it's so sweet.
But I think this time around, we're both a little bit better about it.
Yeah.
Like your head's in it 100%. am in it.
Yeah. Tell them about your diet.
I'm,
Tell them your
I'm
diet.
in it.
No. What?
You're like, I'm in it.
I'm in it.
Michelle's diet.
I'm not like going to be like crazy like Greg. If I want to eat something, I'm going to eat it. Like I don't care about.
But you've been
that.
better at like self control and stuff
She's
and like
been
cravings.
awesome.
Yeah.
She's been awesome.
Yeah.
She's literally like,
And just more diligent with the meals from what I see. With
Yeah.
the meals
Right.
that you are eating. You're not a huge eater.
I'm not. No.
You don't. Yeah, you're not stuffing your face all day long. But with 3 kids, you were probably just grabbing whatever was in front of you.
I would literally take a bite of whatever they were
And-
eating and call that my lunch.
Right. And now you're eating Bam Preps.
I eat
Like
it
meals.
fast.
Yeah.
she's eating real meals.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's important.
It is.
Probably feel better.
I think when I get more sleep,
He's
I'll
like,
feel better.
eh.
But at this time in my life, when I
Yeah.
don't sleep, I don't really feel that much
Right.
better. But Bam Preps does help.
Yeah.
Shout out Bam Preps again.
Shut up. Bam
Again.
Rosie and I act like we're smokers trying to hide it from each other when we're on prep.
Preps. Why?
Like the food.
Yeah.
Why though?
Imagine,
No,
like,
if it's
imagine
something-
like a smoker was,
No.
or I was like smoking cigs, and then she was coming home, and I was like, let me get the Febreze, let me open all the windows, let me open everything. Like Rosie will be coming home from work, and I'll have like stuffed an entire pizza into my mouth. Got to get the box, throw it outside. Don't even leave any traces that it was there.
Is okay. So pizza's your choice when you
Yeah.
can eat bad. What's yours?
Everything.
Okay.
Oh,
Are
that's
you are you like a
oh,
pizza?
that's simple.
I
Everything.
eat
Anything
pizza,
fried.
yeah, anything fried, pretty much.
Okay.
Don't call her
Or
Rosie
salads. I
Lita.
like salads too. I could
That's
have a
not
salad.
like. If you were to like cheat, what would you have?
She's not gonna salad. I mean,
Yeah, I don't. You're not gonna eat a
She-
salad.
No, I like
she
a
likes a
Portillo's
chopped
chopped
salad.
Fries,
salad.
chicken fingers.
Yeah.
But that's not bad. Besides the pasta.
The chopped
Yeah, and the
salad.
and
But the
chopped salad is
dressing,
1,000
the dress,
calories.
Yeah,
the
the chopped
dressing,
salad.
yeah. But the
Yeah.
lettuce and the vegetables.
You
But
may
you
as
need
well get a
you,
chicken
you
sandwich
need
at
the
that point.
dressing.
No,
for it to be good.
But see,
the
this is a
dressing is what
perfect
has all the
example
calories.
Of like,
In layman's term, an average person saying that salad's not that bad, and then people in the fitness
Because it
industry
has
But what's
such
bad about it
Yeah.
besides the dressing?
the pasta that's
The
in it.
bacon.
And that's what I
so,
said.
the
so
bacon.
the
The
vegetables
bacon.
essentially have
Zero
nothing
value.
to them, right?
Right.
Like other than like some micronutrients, depending. I don't even know what's in their salad. But
Lettuce is water.
other than romaine, right? Like whatever other vegetables are in there. But the 980 other bad calories
Right.
totally eliminate any good you did from the greens, right?
Well, I would be really
Yeah.
disappointed if you used a cheat meal as a fucking chopped salad.
She
Sometimes I do. Yeah.
She was
I'm
weird.
not like a picky cheat food. Like, how do you say it? Cheat meal person. Like I'll have sushi. I'll have Popeyes. I'll have Portillo's. I'll have pizza. I'll have Mexican food. My mom. I'll have.
You'll have your mom.
I'll have my mom.
my mom make it
I'll
for
eat
me.
Mexican food or I'll eat my mom. Neither one.
My mom will make it for me. I'm not. Yeah, I'm not. I definitely
not
go.
picky.
I have more cravings than Pat does.
Yeah.
But that's why, like, when he's on prep, I actually do eat in front of him sometimes because he doesn't crave what I eat at all.
I'm not really. I think the last show I did, it was like peak week. I picked you up Portillo's and my parents Portillo's, and then took it to them and sat and.
Or was
watched
it Joy? Joy teriyaki.
I don't know. It doesn't really affect me as much
Yeah,
because my
no.
cravings are very specific.
Yeah.
It's very rare. Like
He wants donuts. He
we
wants
just
pizza.
we just
that's
talked
it.
about
Right.
this
Yeah,
recently.
right.
Like I hadn't had a burger and fries in like 6 months. So then I went and like got myself a burger and fries, and then it was like out of my system.
Yeah,
I was
you're
like,
done with it.
I don't need this.
Yeah.
Again, it's back to I only want pizza and I want donuts.
Yeah. He has good like self control, I would say.
I don't
Best
think
donuts. What do you think?
I was just gonna say I don't think I've had a good donut in forever.
Best donut.
I'm on a kick.
local
I'm on a
donut.
kick right now, so I'm gonna say Sours,
Okay.
just because their cinnamon roll is so good.
That's not a donut though.
It is.
It's not a
No,
donut.
No.
that's
There's
a
this-
fucking
have you
fire
seen it?
flame donut.
A cinnamon roll is not.
Yeah, I
There's-
was gonna say, I don't ever
their
when he
cinnamon- Is it like
says
a coffee
donuts. Yeah, I was
roll?
gonna say when he
No,
says
but it's
don-
like iced like a their cinnamon roll is basically a donut with cinnamon swirl. It's a vanilla iced
Okay.
donut.
I think it's
with
one of those
cinnamon
things you
swirl.
gotta like see to know.
I don't when you
I'll bring
order
you
it,
one.
I don't think of it like that. It definitely has like
I don't know.
the shape of a
But what else would you categorize it as?
a sweet,
like a sweet roll.
Yeah,
Right,
like
but where
a-
else do you go
I
with
would,
a
I
cinnamon
would put
roll
it. I
besides
would
a
put
donut
it
shop?
in
A bakery,
No,
which is a
I would,
donut shop.
I would put it in the coffee cake category.
Yeah.
Holy moly!
Donut shop.
We just started a controversial conversation. I think.
Hey,
So-
I have a question though.
Okay, wait. I need to get back into this before. But go ahead.
I haven't had sours since the last time you brought it to the gym, which was probably 2017-18.
Okay.
Okay.
I should get it on Friday.
Did you give me one of the coffee rolls?
The cinnamon
For some
rolls?
reason, I remember
We-
chocolate.
I might.
Long
You have
John.
just gotten a chocolate or vanilla long john. I don't.
I
know
remember
if
the
you ate
Long John
cinnamon
being
roll.
awesome, and I'm not a big sweet guy, but I remember it being like, "Wow, this place is really fucking
And
good."
I think that's what, all they do is like
Are they cake donuts? or
vanilla
no?
long john, chocolate long john, a chocolate cake donut,
Yeah, that's
a
what I had.
Bavarian, and a cinnamon roll. It's the only options they have.
And coffee cake.
And
Yeah,
coffee cake
coffee
and
cake.
Swedish flop.
Her dad
They
goes
got
to
good.
It is
Swedish
good.
flop.
It is good.
her dad goes to Allegretti's, and
Okay.
what is that?
Norwich.
Melrose, Norwich.
Norwich.
And it's like a cake donut,
Yeah.
and that's the only donut where if I see the box, I have to eat it.
There's
I haven't had one of those in forever.
if we're talking northwest suburbs, county donuts in
It's not far from here, right?
No,
Country
there's a
Donuts.
few
Sorry,
locations.
Sorry, country donuts in
Oh, there's
Elgin
It's different.
and in because there's county donuts
Yes.
and country donuts.
Yeah, it's
Country
different.
donuts in
One has a R.
Great.
English in Elgin, and there's another one up in like Crystal Lake.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome. Keen's
Keen's.
Keen's is
Keen's
good.
is fire.
and Itasca is
Keen's
really
is
good.
good.
And then I would say Sours are my like top.
I gotta
three.
try
Maybe we should
sours.
get the girls donuts Sunday.
Okay.
You guys have to like get there.
There's a
when it
place
opens,
over. Have
though.
you ever had Mad Batter?
No, I've heard about
They
it though.
have. I mean, I've
good.
never been there to know, but I follow them on Facebook because
I
They're
get the girls and every
their
now and then.
donuts look.
they are opening.
They have like a
place-
lot of specialty donuts.
a specialty donut place in Naperville called.
That's too far. dude.
My dad sent it to me, like Little
Yeah,
Duck Donut
let's not
Bakery or
talk
something like
about
that.
dude. It's too far.
What's it called?
Little something Duck, because my last name
I was
is
gonna say it's
Little
probably because
Duck.
of the duck. Paparella.
But I want to go try
It's
it.
probably because the duck.
Interesting. Maybe.
Do you think it has something to do with the duck or
Maybe that's what you're gonna say.
Quack, quack, quack.
Flying V?
All right, you got it, dude. Nice
Um,
job, Charlie. Nice job, Charlie.
Thanks, dude. Yeah, there's really, as much as I love donuts,
Mighty
there's
Ducks.
good job.
Thank you. Thank you.
Would you have gotten that?
I wouldn't have gotten it, but I knew all along that they're the ducks I caught on.
Ducks fly together.
I don't think I've ever seen that. Maybe I mean, I'm sure I
What?
have, but not in like years.
Alessia's seen at least one, right?
I don't know.
Seen
The
Mighty
first-
Ducks
the first
one,
one?
twice.
Okay. You got to show number 2, Bash Bros.
All right, dude.
There really isn't that many.
A good donut is hard to find.
Yeah, there's
Mm-hmm.
not as many good bakeries.
I'll make donuts this weekend.
Please don't.
What?
I can't deal with the
Ooh.
flour all over the floor with the donuts and the pizza in one weekend. So let's save that for another time.
Everything's gonna go on the floor, Greg. Obviously. Where else?
It's
Would
like
the,
a kitchen.
where else would the flour go?
Dude, that's
Greg
what you,
is the
That's what
messiest-
you
he
do
is
in
the-
a.
but he is the
that's what you
messiest
do
cook.
in a kitchen.
You don't
If you're
want
in
his
a
feet
a
to slip, do
commercial
you?
kitchen, not
If you're
not
in
your
a
home
restaurant,
kitchen.
you get all the debris off the table
No.
to the floor, and then you sweep the floor
A
at the
few
end.
weeks ago, Greg, when he made pizzas,
So
woke up
I
at-
make the mess and I sweep it to the floor,
And then he leaves
I go
it.
to bed and I let her
right.
sweep the floor.
I came
likes
downstairs
to
the next
sweep
day, and I
but
swear
she got to eat my pizza.
it was a slip and slide. On
Tell
my
me that
bedroom
wasn't the
floor.
best fucking pizza you ever had.
No,
The
Last
Detroit
weekend-
wasn't.
Last
no,
week,
those 2 weeks I'm talking about.
I'm talking about this
Last weekend was the best pizza.
you've ever had.
It honestly was, yes.
He's like,
Wow.
say it.
I fucked that
He's like,
shit up
say
so
it in the
hard,
microphone.
dude.
No, it was the best pizza last weekend. But 2 weeks ago, he used so much flour with those Detroits that I came downstairs the next day and I was slipping and sliding all over.
He just didn't want your feet to stick to the floor.
I don't know. I wasn't happy though.
He
Yeah,
wanted
I
to
just
make,
didn't
he
want
wanted
you
to
to
make
stop.
sure.
He's trying to keep your tracks.
So that's why I said last week, he goes, what kind of pizza should I make? I said, make
case
sheet
I
pan
lose ya.
pizza. I told him make sheet pan pizza because I knew it was going to be less of a mess that I'd have to clean up.
That's a sacrifice I'd be willing to make 10 times out of 10.
Why?
Better pizza for messier kitchen.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Greg,
The
you
fact
don't
that-
clean it
the
though, so you
fact-
don't mind.
The fact that you said I asked him to make the less messy pizza,
But listen, the less messy pizza was the best one yet.
That was good, dude. I'm telling you, dude.
I thought the Detroit was your favorite.
Until last weekend.
Man.
Dude, I'm telling you, man. You don't even know.
Best pizza. I already know what you're going to say. Best pizza. Are you a pizza person?
Yeah.
I know where she's going.
Yeah. Go
Oh,
ahead,
I
just
know
say
too.
it.
Never mind.
Oh,
I know.
okay.
Just say
Dominic.
no.
Michelle says, never mind, it don't count.
No,
Yours
she
sucks. Moving on. No.
You know, you're in B&B's and yours Dominic.
Yes.
Yeah, I know that. Okay.
I thought she was going to say Little Caesars.
But I appreciate good pizza.
Imagine that.
Little Caesars is good when you're in the
mean,
mood for something
Yeah, I was
like
gonna
that.
say, like, I do crave it sometimes.
Listen, out of all of the chains, you got Sarpino's, Pizza Hut, Domino's, whatever. I will say for $5, Little Caesar fucks them all in the ass.
Are you a chain pizza person?
Right?
Yeah.
But
Like the ones
to
he
me,
just
if I'm
listed?
craving
Not
pizza,
really.
like that's not real pizza to me. To me, like it's the equivalent
Easy,
of
quick.
Right, no,
almost
no,
like a
I wouldn't-
frozen pizza.
I wouldn't-
But for the
yeah.
convenience and for $5, give me a fucking
I would say
pie,
I would
you
put
know?
that in
Favorite
my
frozen
fast
pizza.
food category. Like
Favorite
Little
frozen
Caesars.
pizza.
Yeah.
Favorite frozen pizza. Fuck, dude. Honestly, either, dude, Home Run Inn is a really good if it's just cheese.
Extra thin home run in meat
Yeah.
lovers is so
I never had their
good.
meat lovers, but
Regular.
I do
Even the
like
cheese is good.
Jack's.
No,
even
like
though
regular
Dave
crust.
Portnoy fucking
Oh.
ripped apart Jack's.
Jack's
like
is good.
I love how thin and cracker crusted
We
it is.
grilled it one day,
Ooh.
and it was
Fire.
good.
But honestly, remember that one time we did the masa one?
Yeah, masa was
Masa from Elmwood Park has a frozen pizza.
good. Yeah.
That tastes like real pizza.
It's good.
But Bam Preps has frozen pizzas coming out, guys, and
So
they
that's the
kick all of
best
their
frozen
asses.
pizza
Bam
now.
Preps definitely is the best.
The best.
But we're talking like what you get in a
Yeah.
grocery store, you know.
All right. That was a really fluid
got really
conversation
off topic with
I
that
know,
one.
but that was fine. I
I
kind of
feel like that's expected of us.
I kind of
though.
liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the last things, if anyone else has something they want to jump into, we can get into that as well. One of the last things I wanted to do was a pet peeve thing.
In life,
When Michelle doesn't want to play Naked Twister.
That's a big one.
Doesn't happen often.
Because, fuck.
Those were words.
But if you guys want to play,
Those were words you just said there, bud.
We usually do them on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays.
today's Wednesday.
I forgot.
You put your right foot in.
That's the hokey pokey. Biggest pet peeve.
Like, for real?
Yeah, like for real. Hurt feelings if you need to.
No, I don't care. Okay,
Talk to me.
I think... I don't know. I mean, there's a few, but like the biggest, I think probably just when he shaves and gets all his little hairs all
Oh, this
over.
is about each other.
Who do you think we're going to?
yeah.
I think about it just like in general.
No, to
Oh,
you.
okay, so
What's
just
her
in
biggest
Oh,
general.
pet peeve?
I gotta rethink this.
No,
Okay,
the
go
biggest
ahead.
pet
Yeah.
peeve.
I don't
What's my
know.
pet peeve?
Honestly, I don't know. There's a few, but like nothing that's like gonna like
I'm a pretty
you know.
fucking good husband, dude.
No, that has something to do
It was.
with
That's
as a
not.
husband.
That, yeah, I was gonna say pet
Not the
peeves have
question.
nothing to do with that.
I think
yeah.
maybe when he shaves, all the hairs all over.
I can relate.
Um,
Not that you have that much hair, but it
Yeah.
shows.
like stupid stuff, like you leave your clothes on the floor, but like
No, I
whatever.
do not.
You do, Greg.
Dude, I am fucking good about my shit now. I'm clean as fuck here. When do I leave my clothes on the floor?
The other day, I picked them up
Where?
on our bedroom floor.
I must have been drunk.
That was
That
that
was
night.
probably a weekend.
Okay, no. I
That
do
was
know.
us
I do
probably
know.
fucking
I
drunk.
wish I can like stitch a picture right now of our laundry room because Greg thinks our laundry room is his closet. So I have a clothing rack.
Hey,
nope.
but-
Let me finish.
Hey,
let me finish.
Any other motherfucker
Hold
would walk in
on.
that bitch and be like, this is a nice laundry room.
It is
clean
beautiful.
as fuck.
It could even be a
But I
closet.
I have a laundry
It's
rack.
It
clean.
is a closet.
I have a laundry rack
huge.
that our dry clothes go on
Right.
that I,
We
that I
have to allow
fold or
them
that I
talk.
hang up. The whole rack is Greg's clothes because Greg doesn't take his clothes out to put them in the closet. Greg wakes up in the morning and he goes to our laundry room and he gets ready in the laundry room off the clothes racks.
Hey, dude.
And then he
It ain't my
goes.
job.
Listen here.
Listen, One, I do our laundry. I fold your clothes. I put them on hangers. I don't
Do you
think
fold them or put them on hangers?
I fold them and I put
Both.
them on hangers. The clothes that I fold, do I not walk into our closet for you?
Yeah.
I'm not going to do this because he's my best friend.
But he's going to do it.
I'm going to do it. I agree with him, and I would do the same thing.
Listen to me though.
But hold on, can I finish first,
I'm
and then I
gonna-
want you to go. Let me finish. We both get up earlier. Than
I give zero
fucks.
fucks because I don't sleep all night.
I don't turn the lights on when I get ready in the morning. If there was a closet where all of my clothes were already there,
He could shut our bathroom door and I wouldn't even see the light on.
I'm just
But
saying.
to his defense, do you know what I do? I
Yeah,
don't know if you
I'm
ever noticed,
awake. I
never
know what
asked
you do.
I go in our bathroom. I don't turn the bathroom light on. I turn our closet light
Greg,
on.
I'm aware.
Crack the door so I have a little bit of light.
But the door is
Get
closed. You
ready,
can put the light
and then
on.
I go and get dressed in the laundry room.
Don't act like you're doing me a
Dude,
favor.
we're the same. I do the same thing.
But like, who still ends up waking up anyways? We both do. So
Greg-
like,
But I'm
it's-
trying
right.
to.
It's the thought that you're trying. Yes.
And here's the deal.
And I do
I'm
say
gonna be
that.
honest.
I do say that.
I'm gonna be honest.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a fucking asshole, and I have a lot of fucking.
And that's what I was
clothes.
about to say before.
I have a
was
lot
told not
of
to say
clothes.
anything. I
So-
can't like squeeze the hangers to hang his shit up.
That
I
much.
only
I'm not
in
doing
my
that.
drawers in our closet. I only have like my underwear, my socks, my basketball shorts. That's it. All of my tees, all of my hoodies, all of my sweatpants, all of my jeans, all of those are hung up, right? So I don't have much room for them because I gave her 75% of the closet, right? So So all my
want-
shit's
do you
hung
want
up.
more?
But
I feel
I wear 3
All I
outfits a
thought
day.
about- I'm not
so
picking
I
on
will
you.
go through that rack in 2-3 days because I wear 3 outfits a day.
But
Right.
Greg,
So at the end of the day, it's gonna be
At
gone.
the end of the day, pet peeves are like pet peeves.
Yeah,
Right.
This isn't supposed
like
to be angry.
Yeah, it's not.
All I
ain't
thought
angry,
about
dude.
with
Oh,
him
I
saying
I'm gonna pour another glass.
75% of the closet. All I thought of is because I've only seen Michelle wear black ever. Was looking at a closet where it was just like
All black.
black.
well, I have like my
Greg's
section of
clothes.
like
Red,
gray,
black.
and then it's all black.
Like, just all the same color.
Shades
Like,
of gray.
what should I
and
wear
black.
today?
What black shirt should I wear with what black leggings?
All right, so is that your final answer for pet peeve? Is
The
Greg and-
closet or the
The
laundry?
laundry and
That
closet.
is my
They're
final
combined.
answer. Yes.
Okay.
Agreed.
That's Michelle's.
Okay. Now, do you know yours? Now that you know what
My
what we're
biggest
towards.
pet peeve for Michelle.
There can't be that many.
I'm just trying to say what I can say on camera and not on camera.
We're gonna keep going once we hit stop.
Wow.
Once we hit stop,
Greg, I
we'll
said
keep
we
going.
need to keep it like PG.
Well, I mean, I really don't have that many complaints either way, but my biggest pet peeve for you. Can I go deep on this one?
Sure.
Go for it.
Ooh, like emotions deep.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like it. You
Like,
know
there's-
me. I like
there's-
emotions.
I think I know what you're about to say.
What am I about to say?
That I don't speak my emotions.
No.
What?
That is a pet peeve, but I've kind of learned to just accept it at this
Right,
point.
you
We've been
understand
together
her.
for a long
Yeah.
time. I know how to read it. I know how to assess the situation at this point. But she's not very good at assessing or at speaking her emotion. Like if I'm upset about something, I want to say it. I want to talk about it. I want to get over it. You know,
I don't say shit.
she don't say
This one
shit,
too.
and she wants to wake up the next morning and act like it's fine. And I don't fucking do that.
I like
right?
to sleep things off.
I
If I'm mad, I sleep it off. and the
I
next day I'm
solve
fine.
my
Rosie does
fucking
that too.
problems.
Yep.
If you got a problem, we're gonna beef it out,
Yes.
and then it's done.
Yes.
Yep.
But my biggest pet peeve with her, as much as she is my biggest support system and I love her, I don't like when she makes me feel guilty for wanting to do more.
Okay.
You know?
That's like
because I feel like I do such a good job at being such a good
But
husband.
I think I do that to keep your balance
No,
with
and
your
I know
kid.
why she does it, but then
Right.
it makes me feel like I'm doing
but
something
that's
wrong.
like our own projection of ourselves,
And I
right?
get it,
Yeah.
but it's something that like I have to get over, or she has to get over. We have to work it out, whatever. Like we don't fight about it. Like, but that's one of my pet peeves. Is like I feel like I do such a good job at trying to do everything I can for her,
Right.
and everything I can for our kids, and still have a balance. I'm still thinking about it. Like most dads work a 9 to 5,
Right.
And I'm home before most dads at this point.
But you also
right?
start way
Granted,
before most dads.
I'm still I get yes, and I come home and I'm on my phone or I'm on my computer, and I understand that, right? But I'm still present,
Right.
So like when I am doing that stuff, and she makes me feel bad for doing it. She doesn't yell at me or whatever, but she's like, Greg, get off your phone, or Greg, like, you know, they kept wanting to do this and you kept working or whatever. Like, I know that I need to get better at it,
But I just do that so you don't regret
I know,
anything.
I know why you do
Right.
it, but I
Yeah.
also, then I feel bad, and I feel like I'm being resented for trying to do more
Right,
for
it's
them.
your-
But I
yeah.
think it's more me being more upset with myself.
Yes.
But at the same time, like,
But maybe it's you not finding your balance just yet.
yeah, it's probably my fault. So I really don't have that many pet peeves.
It's always
I guess my biggest pet peeve is her hair in the shower. You know,
He's like my
No.
my biggest pet
my
peeve
biggest pet
about,
peeve is myself.
about Michelle is how I act.
But you know, I really can't complain other than like her. I feel like even though I know she does, because again, I've already explained it, she is my biggest support system.
Right.
I feel like not fully understanding the way my mind works.
Yeah.
And that like I feel like everything is my responsibility. I want her to be worry free.
But
Yeah.
I try and make
And
things our responsibility.
But I don't want you to.
But that's
But I think-
I'm okay with me being overworked and disbalanced
Mm-hmm. Right.
as long
Right.
as she can be fully focused and balanced.
Right.
And like that's I guess my pet peeve is like I'm okay with the extra stress.
Right.
I don't want you to be stressed.
Oh, yeah, I get it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But your stress is my stress.
Yeah, but I don't see that. Because you don't speak your emotion, you know? So,
Maybe.
Dr.
Full circle.
Phil, anyways, moving on. All right, your biggest pet peeve with Pat.
Time management.
Explain.
He's what I call a dilly-dallier.
You're a dilly-dallyer? Say that 5 times.
You're a dilly-dallyer, you're a dilly-dallyer, you're a dilly-dallyer, you're a dilly-dallyer.
Yeah, it's hard. Yeah. I got the 4.
Say toy boat 3 times fast.
Say what?
Toy boat.
What? Michelle says, say what?
Toy boat 3 times fast.
Okay, I gotta stop laughing though. Come back to me.
All right,
Talk
go
about
ahead
3
and
times fast.
elaborate, Rosie, while Michelle's
Go.
composing herself.
It sounds like she's almost. It
Toy
looks
boat.
like, it looks like
All right, you fucked up. Anyways,
tip of her
Rosie,
tongue.
biggest
I
pet
was like,
peeve
wait,
with Pat.
sorry.
My cheeks are still tight still, so I can't say it yet.
It was like starting to relax. Like I saw her lips like about to say it.
Toy boat. 3 times
My cheeks haven't released yet.
fast.
He's a very social person without realizing it. So he like loses track of time.
I think you don't give yourself enough credit as being as social as you could be.
Right. He doesn't think he is, but he is very social. And then, so hence the dilly-dallyer. And then, he does things he doesn't really need to do in that time to be productive. But he's been better about it. I can admit that. He's been better about it. But let's say, we had to go somewhere, at 2:30. I'm like, let's leave at 2:30.
Yeah.
He'll do something until 2:30.
But see, once you get married, you learn to tell him a little bit earlier.
Okay.
It's just, you say 2:15.
I said we had to leave at 2 o'clock today. Guess who was ready at 2 o'clock today, and who wasn't ready at 2 o'clock?
Because if he doesn't respect my time like that, why would I do it to him?
She
You're
doesn't
not gonna
respect
respect
your
my
time. She just basically.
All of my mom.
Gotcha.
Because-
Gotcha.
At the end of the day, my mom made you look real good today.
Thank
You
you.
fucked up.
Thank you.
I know you're listening.
It was just
Thank
fate.
her after this,
It was just
yeah.
fate. It was
Thanks.
just fate. But
Thanks, Mom.
but I can admit he's been better about it. But honestly, that's my biggest pet peeve. There was more when we first started dating, obviously,
More
but
pet peeves or more dilly dallying?
more pet peeves. But luckily, it's just that. We used to know him as Pessimistic Pat,
Yeah.
Possum Pat.
Possum Pat. That's a good
Was
one.
my favorite. But now he's no longer Possum Pat or Pessimistic Pat.
He
You're
grew
moving
up.
on up, dude.
Yeah. There's Possum
you're
Pat
Pussy
moments,
Pat.
but
Yeah.
all
Not a
have
possum
our
That's what
anymore.
they call you.
That's what they call me.
remember when your one cousin was like, it's not possum, it's opossum?
Because they're both species of animals.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and,
but what an
she's,
idiot.
and she's like, there's no possums in North America.
She's so dumb.
You're looking at one right here.
I know you're listening to this.
Yes.
So dumb.
All right.
Sorry, go ahead.
Biggest pet peeve of Rosie.
Yes.
If it's a Friday, her recklessness. But other days besides Fridays, I'm okay with it. Her recklessness.
She fucks up your pizza night.
Dude, if Rosie trips with a pizza in her hands, I will lose my absolute mind. I think it's very cute.
Why
that
do you let her hold the pizza?
I don't anymore. That's why I was saying, like, it's not really.
It only
this
happened
was-
once.
this
we
was
know
just-
she can't walk.
This was a really funny one. Rosie's like cute clumsy most of the time, and she's tripping over her own feet or walking into the wall. I think today before we left, she walked straight into the door frame, just without even realizing that it was there. The same door frame that doesn't move.
Most door frames move, so
Yeah,
I
you
get
guys
it.
didn't notice that.
On a Friday once, I allowed her to walk in with the pizza because she was like, I got it.
Two
I
pizzas.
got
Two
it. I got it.
pizzas.
It's fine. And when Rosie has to walk in a straight line, things can get complicated. And I saw the pizza box go, and my heart sank.
I was so impressed with
Did it
myself that
fall?
they didn't drop, and that's why I said, I was like, oh, they didn't fall though, and
Oh,
he's
it's
just
good
like,
balance,
oh, sorry
good
about the chair.
coordination.
Yeah.
Don't scratch my
chair
floor
again.
I'm sorry.
again.
Dude, Michelle is going to shank your ass.
I
Never
know. I'm
coming
now. I'm
back.
scared. I won't ever come back.
That was just my funny one. The reckless
Forget
Rosie.
bodybuilding and besties.
Yep, that window's out the door.
There's a funeral next time.
Is there more other than that?
No, the real one is actually Rosie kind of touched on it a little bit. I hate how positive you make me.
I make you?
Her.
Oh, you're like, I hate how positive you make me.
You make me. No, I hate how positive you make me.
But you know what?
Aw.
It's not bad to have like a positive.
I
outlook.
but I work better under negativity.
But that's not good though because you set yourself up to be.
Yeah, I was
negative.
gonna say, like, I
Listen.
feel like when you're negative, you set your
Listen.
standards low.
I've
too.
gotten pretty far with it. And I'm
I-
not saying I can't grow more.
But think about how much further you could get
I'm
by
not
being
sa-
positive.
I'm not saying I can't grow more. I'm just saying I hate how positive she makes me. And not only from like a business standpoint or when Rosie, who is a majority of the time very upbeat and positive person, when she gets down on herself, I have to become this positive person.
You're like, fuck, how do I do it?
Yeah.
I hate it.
He hates it.
Even today, I had to do it with you too. We
Uh-oh.
had an
Look at that
idea we
face.
were talking about. Remember I texted you and you told me to shut up?
Yeah.
So all week up until this point, this idea, everyone was negative about it. And I was the only positive person saying like, no, we're going to do this and it's going to work. And then by today, it finally got the best of me. And I was like, I just want to be negative about this thing too. I just want to say, you're right.
wanna be negative.
This isn't going to, everyone else is being negative. This isn't going to work. I want to be negative too. But I can't.
So I said, shut up, bitch.
So yeah, that would be my biggest pet peeve is that sometimes I want to just go back to my ways of being negative to let that motivate me to just be the person that I am.
To try and do better.
But with you, I'm not allowed to be negative. I'm not allowed to be pessimistic Pat. That was a real nickname that I no longer get to be, and I miss that a little bit.
I was gonna say, as like your best friend and like your emotional best friend, like your physical and emotional best friend, me, we're physical.
You're physical.
Yeah,
Me and I
you
are
two are not physical. I think we can see like the positives have made. That doesn't make a negative.
I'm not. Two rights make a wrong.
Right, two rights didn't make a wrong.
I'm
this
not.
time.
Again, I'm not saying that it is a bad thing. It's a
Yeah.
good thing, and it makes me a better person because of it. I'm just so used to. It's a pet peeve because it's not how I.
I agree with her that I think that I've seen a lot of positive come out of it. But I do get where you're going about working off of a negative and kind of using it as motivation. Because I feel like her and the girls alone have made me more of a softer version of myself because I felt like I had to tame down.
Right.
Where before I was way more cutthroat, right?
Right.
And I feel like that's changed because I used to feel off of negativity too. And I would use it as motivation, and I would literally be ready to take on the fucking world in any way, shape, or form, no matter the situation.
Right.
And I feel like I've had to tone that down because of her being the voice in my ear.
Absolutely.
And handle situations differently. And I feel like it has almost taken from the way I used to approach things, you know? So I kind of get it. But at the same time, just like Rosie, she's balanced me in so many other ways.
Right.
That I don't think that I'd be who I am today without it. So it's probably for the better anyways. Even though I still think like, man, like I wish I was still that same cutthroat fucking person.
Yeah.
I think that the approach that I have now is better for long term. You know?
No, I agree. I don't think it's a negative by any means. I just sometimes miss.
It is an interesting pet peeve.
It's a
Yeah.
pet peeve, and it's also like, let's not even talk about like actually being a better person. I mean, like something as silly as like, this is a really bad example, but like if something happens with the dogs,
Oh, yeah.
I'm always the type of person who's like, they're fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
They're fine. Because Rosie is quite the worrier. And I have to be that like, it's okay. They're
Yeah.
fine. Don't worry about it. I promise. Everything's okay. They're fine. And it's like that constant reassurance over and over towards being more positive. And that part is like, I guess because it's so new to me, can be exhausting sometimes.
Yeah.
And so not even just from a
get it.
motivational, not just little silly things. It is almost hard for me to look for that positive to make sure that I can give you the positive that you give to me.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
I think that's like a, how do you say it? Like a learning curve in our relationship, I guess, in a good way. Because like when we first met, I was the one who was like always like the, how do you say, like, I don't want to say backbone, but like I was positive. I supported you through
You have
everything.
scoliosis. You weren't the backbone.
Yeah, bad back.
Now you believe I have scoliosis?
No, you don't. See? This
See,
is what
I
it
know.
is.
No,
I
it was
know.
recorded, dude. It was
Yeah, you
recorded.
just
This
said
is
it.
right
You just
back
said
to-
it.
this
You
is
just said it.
right-
Everyone, I do have scoliosis.
This is right back to the things I have to deal with every day. Rosie will come home and be like, I have cancer and I'm dying. And I'm like, you have neither of, you're not.
You
But I
have
literally
a
have
half a scoliosis.
scoliosis.
Yeah.
I literally have scoliosis.
But that was a prime example of the types of things that you'd come home and be like, oh, I'm sick, I'm dying. And I'm like,
Okay, but that's just me. Like, you know me,
No.
I'm just being extra. But
I know, but those are, again, these are just small examples. 'Cause I can't
but
think of a good one right
but
now.
I think when you were talking about the dogs and stuff, like it is like a new chapter in our lives because I think I'm in that point where I'm going through so much change, like with the change of my business, change in life and all that stuff that like I'm kind of tired out. So I don't have as much of a positive backbone as I used to. And I think you are now like taking that leadership role because
I think it's a paternal thing a little bit.
Yeah, man.
You could probably touch on that more. I don't have kids, but like with the
Pat
with
Ernal.
Pat.
get it?
Paternal.
Dang.
That's
You
where like
could
that
there.
drum
You
thing
could
comes
can
in.
Yeah.
kind of touch on it, I guess.
Andrew.
Yo, Sarno Sound
But,
Solutions. Drum roll.
Go.
Yes.
one?
Or not drum roll. Drum-ts.
Yeah.
Michelle, do
What
it.
is it?
I can't, no,
Do it,
don't-
Michelle.
Don't even ask me.
Do it.
Come on.
Toy boat.
We've no.
Oh, yeah, toy boat.
Toy boat.
My cheeks are a little tense.
She's like, they haven't calmed
try
down
it.
yet.
Okay, how many times?
Three times fast.
Toy boat, toy boat, toy boat.
That was pretty good.
That was good.
That was pretty bad. That wasn't
toy boat,
fast.
toy boat.
That's not
Yeah, like,
fast.
but no, how do you pronounce, like, what do you
Toy boat, toy
expect?
boat, toy boat.
Were you just going to ask how
Go,
you pronounce
fast.
toy boat?
Like, how do you,
I can't
because,
even
like,
say
she
it.
was pronouncing it pretty well, toy boat, toy boat.
Fast.
Toy, like a toyga.
Say toy boat 3 times fast.
I can't say that fast, I think.
I can't say it once.
I can't say it once.
I know speak English.
No comprende. Pat, toy boat 3 times fast.
Toy boat, toy boat, toy boat, toy boat.
No.
Can't do it.
Rosie.
Toy boat.
You can't. do
At
it,
least I
so-
tried the fast thing.
I can't say the word.
Hey, I have a question. We kind of went into like you supporting him as a bodybuilder and partially him supporting you, you supporting me. I think we've answered it before, whether it was on the podcast or Instagram or something. We said something about how you wouldn't do it. Papas, we didn't talk really much about your bodybuilding.
I think it's because my career was so short. Not my career, but
So does that mean that you're done?
yeah,
Like, what's your plans? Like, obviously, so like, I coach you.
Yeah.
Pat supports you. You still eat like a bodybuilder.
Yeah.
You have personal goals. Still.
Yeah.
You've kind of switched gears and went more into business mode at this
Yes.
point, right? But do you have plans of ever going back to the bodybuilding world?
No.
And is it because just focuses have changed? Like,
Yeah, I was gonna say,
it
I think it
balancing
is-
business and
Yeah.
bodybuilding, or what made you get into it, and what made you want to backtrack from it?
I think I had that epiphany that like I never had the goals to go pro, right? So like a part of me was like, man, like you have to invest so much into bodybuilding in the first place, and like for me to do it as a hobby, like occasionally that's cool, but like long term it just
Not just a
didn't.
hobby though. It was personal challenges within yourself.
Oh, but I think
You didn't care about
hobbies could
going
still be
pro.
passionate.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. But
yeah.
saying you
It was
didn't
a
care about
personal-
being pro, you didn't care about a trophy, but you cared
Right.
about improving yourself.
Yes.
It was a hobby
Yes, and I
that
feel like
led to personal development.
yeah, and I feel like it did like it served its purpose to me. Like I know that I can like have discipline in a good way. I think people see it taught me how discipline can be good, because I think people when they think of discipline it's like punishment.
They think military discipline.
Right. When
they
you're
think
thinking
bad.
discipline just means like you're doing what's best for you. So I think it helped me in that perspective, and I like still enjoy it, if that makes sense. I don't know. Well, I guess I'm not gonna say like I'll never do it, but for now, like I can't envision myself doing it. I think I'm just more focused.
I
like,
mean, you still
on
show up
business.
to the gym
Yeah.
every day, right?
Yeah.
You still diet like a bodybuilder. So not much has changed to that extent. You just don't want to go to the extreme to where it's taking from other aspects of your
Right.
life.
Competing. Yeah. Competing's like a big investment. Like you guys both know, Mish knows like how much it takes away from Greg, like with his clients and stuff. Like it's a lot of commitment. And for me to take blessed like 3 days off to do the stuff that needs to get done for a competition, like I have to take off 3 days of work. That's like easily a good chunk of
For sure.
my check there.
Yeah, for sure.
You know?
And it's not only that, but it's also, other than just the financial standpoint, it's disappointing those clients as well.
Right.
Because
Yeah, 'cause-
it's not like my business and Pat's business.
Right, where to get
we
you-
see clients literally
Every
2, 3, 4 times a week. If you're getting rid of those clients, you have other clients booked Monday through
Right.
Friday the next week or Monday
Right.
through Saturday. So those clients might not be able to get back in with you for another 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks at a time. You know,
Right.
same thing in the industry that she's in. You know,
Yeah.
well, she does it once now for the clients that she likes, but
Right.
you know, she used to do hair 5 days a week, 6 days a week, you know? So it's very similar industries where you guys only see people
A
every
certain amount of
4,
times,
6,
yeah.
8 weeks, where we see them constantly. So for you to miss just a day with clients,
It's a lot of
you
money.
could potentially lose that client because now
Yeah.
they're going to go try elsewhere anyway.
Yeah.
You
and,
know?
Yeah. And I think it just caused me more stress too. Like, I feel very lucky that my clients would wait, but then that means I'm working overtime the next week. And it's just like that work-life balance. I'm like, man, is this like so rewarding?
Is it worth it? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I loved like being with you guys like that day. I think that's like the best part. And I think that's like the epiphany I had. Like, I did my challenge and we all celebrated how awesome, you know, like not I got third place and I was like, okay, that's awesome. I did better from like the last time, but I was just kind of like, oh, but how awesome was it that like we went to Portillo's and then we spent hours at Target, like.
I forgot about that.
We had time in between
like,
prejudging
yes,
the night show.
yes,
We went shopping in
exactly.
the dog aisle for a
Yes,
couple hours.
exactly. Yeah, I bought I bought my Space Jam jersey there. So yeah,
She
the
did.
one-
I thought that was a different show. Either way.
no, yeah.
Either way.
But
Michelle, you never dipped into the bodybuilding field, huh?
I feel
No,
like
I think-
once you touched on that and then you touched on the hairdressing thing, I feel like we could do a whole nother hour of. We could keep going.
Their businesses and
Their
what they've
businesses
done.
and where Rosie's background, how Rosie got to be a business owner, Michelle doing the hair thing for a while, and then just stopping cold turkey to pursue her other ventures in life. Babies,
babies and
wifehood.
the warehouse gym,
Fatherhood,
GBL
motherhood.
fitness, band preps.
Yeah. So we could do a whole nother thing on that.
Are you saying this is like a to be continued?
I think we should have you
oh
guys
my
on
gosh, this
again.
kind of sounds like a cliffhanger.
Oh my God, they want us
I know,
back
do they
again.
want us?
So far.
We'll see what the people say.
Yeah, I was about to say, so far we're impartial. No, but
If we,
we'll
if
see
we
what,
get one view and it's you tonight or tomorrow, like, and then,
if the people want you back, we'll bring you back.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think it would be cool to go into a little bit of like how you guys become.
Yeah.
Fuck. How we become.
Yeah.
How you guys
Yeah.
become. You know, go into that. Go into a little bit more backstory of like what got you into your industry, what got you into the industry you were doing before you were a full-time mom and basically boss of mine. But for now,
We hope you guys enjoyed seeing our better halves.
Yeah.
for real,
I hope you, our better halves, enjoyed being on the podcast for the first
Yeah,
time.
it was good.
would you come back on?
I would come back on.
Would you?
You needed more wine though, right?
I know.
Okay. So
She's like,
with
"I'm
that being
parched."
said,
Next time we'll get a delivery service.
Yeah, I
We're
know.
gonna go-
Next time I'll keep the bottle here.
yeah, we're
There
gonna
you
go drink some more wine.
Yep.
We're gonna get Rosie some. Pat is going to.
Pat needs to say
maybe-
something. Pat needs to say something.
We'll
Say
save
your
it for,
say your dirtiest word, Pat.
We'll save it for the second episode.
I was gonna say we were gonna get Pat to like do something, like maybe like
Drugs.
sniff like a fucking marker or something. That we'll play Naked
Elmer's
Twister.
glue.
We'll go sniff. Have you sniff glue? We'll all go get a drink, and then we'll go play Naked Twister.
It's
Deal.
Wednesday.
It is Wednesday.
Wednesday.
It's Wednesdays, ladies and gentlemen.
Have a good one.
Bye,
Yep.
guys.
Bye.